Welcome to Point News TV. Today we're diving into the recent escalation between Israel and Iran. This situation is highly complex with regional and global implications. Before we start, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to keep up with our latest reports. Over the last several years, Israel and Iran have been at odds, with tensions frequently flaring due to Iran's support of armed groups in Syria, Lebanon and Gaza, and Israel's efforts to counter those influences. October has seen a sharp spike in hostilities, leading us to the events of the last 24 hours. Iran's initial attack and Israel's response. On October 1st, Iran launched around 200 missiles aimed at Israeli locations, marking one of the most severe direct assaults on Israel in recent memory. Israel's advanced air defense system intercepted many of these missiles, but the damage on the ground was still substantial, with some urban areas hit and minor injuries reported. In response, Israel began to assess a military strike, which has culminated in the current operation. The Israeli offensive on October 26th. In the early hours of October 26th, Israel launched what's being described as one of the largest aerial attacks on Iranian targets in years. This multi-hour operation involved waves of fighter jets targeting Iranian air defenses, missile storage sites and drone control centers deep within Iranian territory. Israeli military officials claim the attacks were precise, intending to dismantle specific threats to Israeli security. This move signals that Israel is willing to take significant risks to curb what it views as Iran's growing regional influence and missile capabilities. Iran has downplayed the extent of the damage, though images circulating on social media suggest that at least some key military sites were hit. Iranian officials immediately issued warnings asserting that any further Israeli operations would provoke severe retaliation. They have hinted that they might target United States bases if Israel continues its strikes. Iran also has a network of regional allies like Hezbollah in Lebanon and Iraqi militia groups who could act on Tehran's behalf. Some reports even suggest these groups are already preparing for potential assaults on United States bases if the conflict escalates. The United States has reiterated its support for Israel, mobilizing additional naval and air assets in the area. Reports indicate that the U.S. Navy destroyers stationed in the Persian Gulf have been placed on high alert to intercept any missile threats from Iran. The Pentagon has stressed its commitment to defending American forces and allies in the region and has warned Iran that any direct or indirect attacks on U.S. assets will be met with a swift response. This signals Washington's growing concern about the conflict and willingness to intervene if Iran escalates further. This escalation has not only impacted Israel and Iran, but has also stirred regional fears, with Lebanon's Hezbollah militia launching rockets into Israel's northern towns in recent days, injuring civilians. Meanwhile, Jordan has allowed the US to use its airspace to intercept any potential missiles from Iran, a move that reflects Jordan's alignment but also underscores the risk to neighboring countries. This conflict could draw in Iraq and even Gulf states if further provoked, creating a wider regional crisis. Both Israel and Iran seem prepared to continue this confrontation, and each side has issued statements suggesting they are not backing down. Israel has indicated that it is prepared for additional preemptive strikes to defend itself if needed. Iran, in turn, is likely weighing its response carefully, given the risk of pulling more of its allies into direct conflict with Israel. As this rapidly unfolding situation continues, stay tuned to Point News TV, where we'll keep you updated on every major development. Thanks for watching, and once again, like, comment, share and subscribe for the latest updates on this and other global stories.